Welcome everyone, this is the Cosmic Awakening, and today's timeless pick a card is answering the question, what makes you special? What is special about you? We have three options today. Take a deep breath. Exhale. You have citrine for option number 1, bronzite option number 2, tigerite option number 3. Timestamps will be in the description box. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save the video if you want to watch it again later. Share the video with someone you feel may need this message. See you at your pile. Welcome, pile number 1. If you chose citrine, this is what makes you so special. This is what is special about you. So the first thing that I'm seeing here with citrine, so the number 17 and the number 8 could resonate with you. But the first thing I'm seeing here for you, with the number 8 being there, is that you are a very stable presence in people's lives. And that's how people see you, as an example of stability or a way where they feel inspired. You inspire people to create their own and attract their own abundance and stability into their life. They look up to you to kind of as a guide to how to achieve that in their life. What else? There's something about the way you express yourself with joy. There's something about joy here. It doesn't mean that you are always happy and joyful, but this is how people see you when you express yourself toward them. You express yourself with joy, and people really like that. They really like being around you because of your energy. You have really high vibrational energy. And there's something about how you let go of negativity, how you transmute and let go of negativity, because you always choose high vibe experiences, people, circumstances, places, activities to guide your life, because you've understood that if you don't do it for yourself, no one else will. So, wow, what a way to start. Beautiful. High vibe. And we have Avenger. So you have a cause, or you fight for some kind of cause, and that's very special about you because, again, if you're not the one doing it, you understand that you're not waiting for other people to fight for your causes, and if you know that if you don't contribute to the cause, no one else will do it for you. You understand how important your role is in fighting for certain causes. I'm seeing social justice warrior here. You're here to balance the scales of justice. You could have Libra in your chart, doesn't have to be at all. But there's something that you do on behalf of society or even yourself, and it helps society in some way. There's something about you having traveled and having gained insight and having observed other cultures that woke you up to certain realities, and how you can change your own reality, and how you would like to see what you pick up on the several places where you travel. You would like to implement those the good examples that you see around in your own city, country, reality. But there's something here about you really wanting to contribute to the balance. And you are a very balanced person as well. And you will fight for causes, especially if this involves people who are wronged or are victims of injustice. You are someone who really fights for this or against this, and you say what you mean. You don't really hold back when you have something to say that's important. You really say what you mean. You're not sugarcoating, you're not people pleasing. You will really express what it is that is on your mind, You're very assertive. And that's really special about you, because a lot of people go around wearing a mask and saying what people expect to hear from them out of fear of being judged or ridiculed or expelled in whatever way. But you're not afraid to, go your own route. If people push you out or push you away, you don't mind, you don't care, as long as you know what you're doing, what is right, or you're saying what needs to be said. Beauty. So you are very beautiful, physically beautiful, and also there's a beauty about your soul. There's an integrity here, a spiritual integrity that in turn comes out as a glow up in the form of grace, and people find you very lovely or very attractive, handsome, depending on whether you are feminine or masculine. But there's something very beautiful about the way you express yourself and about the way you say what you need to say. And people find you very attractive. There's something about your facial features, your body, that is very attractive. These two, they're from different decks, but they seem very similar. So you could have dark hair. You could have a strong connection to Asia. You could have traveled to Asia. I'm also seeing Polynesia. I am seeing Hawaii. Here, a connection here. I'm also seeing the number 1 could be relevant, the number 18 and the number 9. Chop wood, yes. When you say what you mean, you don't mind that people leave your life. You just make sure you keep your friendships clean, your group clean, your house clean from negative energy, negative people who don't align with your energy. You don't mind that they just fall away. Less is more for you, really. Less is really more. You like to spend time on your own. And so the people who are around you are very genuine, authentic people who are meant to be in your life. You don't really entertain other kinds of companies. We have healers, so you have the spiritual gift of healing. So you could be, your presence could just be very healing, or whatever you have to say is very healing, or the way you fight for social justice is very healing. Also, the way you inspire others to really go after their abundance and create stability for themselves is very healing. So you could help people heal their finances as well, I'm seeing. And also heal their rituals, the way they structure themselves. There's something about you that's very disciplined. And people really feel inspired by your discipline, and it inspires them to heal themselves on that level. If they're very unruly, or they're not taking care of their practical affairs, or they're not, having their house in order or their life in order, when they come into contact with you, they really want to get their ish together. You make people want to get their ish together for some reason here. And you are not afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. Yes, absolutely. Either whether it's to say what you mean or to do what you want to do, you are definitely, if you're not on living your life purpose, you are definitely headed that way. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, I'm not saying this is a trait you always had. Maybe this is something you acquired, even maybe recently, but people are noticing this. We have man holding a coin. So if you are, your energy is very masculine. I'm just going to say that. And it's so interesting that just fell underneath the citrine there. The number 43 and now the number 7 is showing up. These could be relevant numbers for you. But there's something here about how you secure your coin, how you secure your pentacles, your money, your finances, and how comfortable you are with that. If you don't know this about yourself yet, you're going to discover this. That's the path that you're on. Or even if you don't feel like you're safe and secure financially as much as you would like to, other people really see you in that energy, or see you having that potential ability, or that you may look like, even if you're not wealthy, you look like you're wealthy. There's something about you that's very regal, and you have this very masculine energy of fending for yourself. Like, you're not gonna just wait for others to do what, or help you, or you're gonna do it yourself. You're not gonna wait around for anyone to come in and save you, or you're no damsel in distress if you're a feminine energy. Absolutely not. You're very strong. You're like a warrior energy. Masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Your community. Your community loves you. Your community thinks that you are just such a precious presence. And there's something about you that has the ability to change communities, to bring blessings and transformation into communities. Just by sharing information or saying something, or being a living example of creating stability for yourself, being there for yourself, and cutting out anything that, or anyone who is no longer serving your higher good. And the way you relate to your community is also very special. People always find a blessing in connecting with you. You could be psychic or have strong psychic abilities here. You could have Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in your chart. But you have these powerful psychic insights as well. So you have a strong psychic insights. You are psychic. You could be someone who meditates. You always choose peace. And so there's just a knowing about you. And you're also very mysterious and secretive. But if you follow your intuition, you will always be okay. Four of Michael. You know when to stop and relax. And when you do allow yourself to relax, that's when you get all those powerful insights and intuition. Your intuition can guide you best. So if you do meditate, this is great for you too. To follow, to be able to access your intuition. And that's why you do, because you do choose to meditate. You also know that your sleep is important. The need for sleep and time off. And you mostly seek relief from stress. You seek the way that will lead you toward a peaceful existence rather than stressful one. And another thing, you're very spiritually connected for sure. And so you get a lot of insight and joy through your spiritual growth. And you are someone who is very spiritually evolved. Meditation is coming up a lot, so you must meditate a lot. And so when you do say what you mean, you say this from such a place of peace that no one can really disturb your peace, or no one can really say anything against this, because you simply won't allow it. You won't allow, you will allow people to say things, but you will just stay on your path anyway, and you won't let it affect you. People can't affect you because you're so at peace with yourself. You're so accepting of yourself, and so people can't really permeate you to that point where they can affect you in that way. It's like you've already mastered that. That's why also you're so self-reliant, but you also know to which degree you can count on your community and they can count on you. You understand that there is an interdependency between people, but there doesn't have to be a codependency. And when you do get out with your community, people really enjoy being around you and celebrating with you. Your friends love you, and kids love you. Children love you as well. You're really good with children. You're really good with children, and you really know how to celebrate life. You know when it's time to retreat. You know when it's time to spend time with people. You're a very balanced energy here. And you're a good friend. You're a really, really good friend. And you're very attractive. So, pile number 1, that was your reading. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Bless you all. It was a pleasure to read for you today. Bye, and until next time. Welcome, pile number 2. If you chose this bronzite, this is your reading. So this is what's special about you. Let's see. If you chose this bronzite, the number 13 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 4. Please excuse my mother's dogs. I am dog sitting for them, and they don't like to be in the next room, but if they were here, they would be barking a lot louder. So apologies for that. I can't, they have to live their lives. So, you're a very loyal, trustworthy person, pile number 2. You have a lot of self-respect, and you really have trust that the conscious universe has your back. And you're someone who is steadfast, who people can really count on and rely on to be a rock when they crumble. Something about you is very honorable, but you are also someone whose loyalty must be earned here. And you're very careful about who you trust. Very discerning. But you mostly trust. Because you also understand that you will realize if you can't trust someone, that person will fall away from your life anyway. You're very connected to your ancestors. You're very respected and respectful. And you've learned a lot of lessons, and they shaped you, and they strengthened you as well. But you've had to heal your past. You've had to heal a lot from your past as well. And you still grew up to be this really, really strong person. Beautiful. Okay. We have martyr, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. It's already looking very similar to pile number 1. So if you looked at pile number 1, it could be that there are messages there for you as well. So you will put a cause before your own needs. And you will dedicate yourself fully to that cause. You will transcend your ego for the greater good. Beautiful. And you will allow yourself to be of service to that greater cause. You would be willing to go down for the greater good, for the higher good, for the people you love, to be safe. Wow. You're very hardworking, very stable. The number 13 and the number 4 could be relevant to you. Whole in the soul. So even though you were hurt, you were very hurt, you still walk around and you're still able to be this beautiful presence in people's lives. And because you've been through so much pain, you understand pain, you don't want others to feel the same. And so you'll do anything you can to make sure that those around you won't experience the same amount of pain you did. And because you are, at the same time, because you are this presence in who will take the bullets, you end up you do end up carrying a lot. You are an empath. You carry a lot of people's energy and people. But because you've been through this, you are a very special guide in people's lives. You are like this mentor, this trustworthy ally. People know that if they go to you for advice, they will get the best advice, the best guidance. Because you've been through so much and you have so much experience. And you don't want people to fall into the same pitfalls that you did. And so you're this really trustworthy ally in people's lives, this guide, this mentor. I'm seeing the wounded healer. I'm seeing Chiron. I'm seeing, for some reason, the Dr. House, that medical series, Dr. House. He was the perfect example of the wounded healer. And that's what you are, the wounded healer. You have been very, very wounded in your life, but you're still having this ability to guide, heal, help people also transcend their own wounds. When people have big life questions, they will go to you for guidance, for insight. And now we have mirrored numbers, 1331, angel number. Go check that out. 31 and 4, also 44. You are being very divinely guided. Your angels and archangels are definitely around you with the 44 there. You will have a lot of answers that people don't have. People will ask you, how do you even do it? How, after all you've been through, you're still going, you're still shining, you're still flowing, you're still helping people. Books. So if you're thinking about writing a book, you would be really good at that. People would want to read your books. Maybe you are an author. Something about your life purpose is connected to books here and learning and knowledge. You're very knowledgeable. Nothing is yet set in stone. You have this ability to adapt through the toughest circumstances. You're not afraid of change. You're someone who's always changing as well. You are a sun in people's lives. You are a light, a guiding light, happiness, joy. When people come into contact with you, they feel very warm and fuzzy and accepted and embraced and loved and happy, joyful in your presence. Because you've been through so much, you have learned to appreciate when times are really good. You don't take it for granted. You have a hole in your soul, but your soul is still intact, and you're healing that hole in your soul. It's healing. You're allowing it to heal. It is not defining you at all. You're still growing, you're still evolving, you're still healing. And people feel when they are around you, they can grow and evolve, and they feel at their best when they're around you. And you, no matter what you've been through, you still thrive to be the best version of yourself you can be. You're still vibing really high. And you're just a wonderful unicorn, a wonderful being. When you walk into a room, people notice you and they feel immediately attracted to you, your energy, and they feel like confiding in you. They feel comfortable enough to do so because they feel they can trust you. So you could be the kind of person who all of a sudden people you barely know are spilling out their lives, their guts, their worries, their anxieties, their stories. Maybe you have enough stories to tell in a book of all the stories people have told you because they trust you. There's this component about you that is very magical. To define you, you're a wonderful, wonderful person, wonderful being. There's just something about you that is transcendent, ethereal. It is inspiring. And I'm getting another sense that phoenix rising from the ashes, as in, if people ever thought that you had disappeared from society or you would never, it's like, I heard this expression the other day, you're not a has-been, you're a will-be. You know? Maybe you did achieve things in the past, then you disappeared, and all of a sudden, here you are again, brighter and stronger. Like a lotus flower who survives in the murkiest circumstances and still manages to be a really beautiful flower. You could have Leo in your chart, doesn't have to be. You could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in your chart, also doesn't have to be. But you're reliable and you're very balanced and you're not afraid of rolling up your sleeves and getting to work. And you're very smart, you're very intelligent, you're very knowledgeable. You know a lot of things. And this is also why you are able to bring people so much insight. It's like you have this worldly knowledge. Maybe you are very traveled, or you've read a lot of books, or you just researched a lot. It's like you know a lot about the world. But you've also grown a lot spiritually, and you have a lot of insight to offer people. You're very insightful. You connect the dots. You understand how and why things work the way they do. The Lovers. You could have Gemini in your chart, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. But you also are someone who makes choices from your heart, not from what other people tell you should do or what society dictates. No, you do what your heart wants to do. And when you do commit to someone, it's very deep and emotional. People may not notice this instantly about you, but your love is very powerful. And even if you try to hide that, it's just something people pick up on. Your heart chakra is very, very strong. You are moved by your heart. Even though your mind could get in the way many times, I do see that you are mostly moved by your heart. You will not allow anyone to tell you what to do. You could be a little bit stubborn, but it's a good stubborn. It will set you on the right path that is right for you. And you're very loving, honorable, reliable, refined, warm, generous person, and people feel like it's really safe to trust you. Also because you really know how to control your emotions. You won't go out and be moody or burden people with your emotions. You will know when and how to control your emotions, and you really follow your creative passions. And you have this wonderful ability to accomplish many, many things at once. You're a very strong person. Loving, wounded, yes, but you don't allow your wounds to define you. Pile number 2. This was your reading. Let me know how that resonates in the comments section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save the video if you want to watch it again later. Share the video with someone you feel may need this message. Bless you all. It was a pleasure to read for you today. Bye for now. Welcome, pile number 3. If you chose this tiger eye, the number 56 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 11. You reach for the skies. You reach beyond the skies. You could have a connection to ancient Egypt. You really thrive to thrive. You thrive to be successful. You want to be the best version of yourself you can possibly be. You're always climbing that mountain, no matter how hard. You just keep climbing. You have very positive willpower. You're very optimistic. And you have the power to manifest what you can imagine into form. Make it a reality. And you have a very, very clear purpose, a very clear idea of where you're going. And you see the infinite possibility before you. You're a very powerful manifester, co-creator with the universe. You also understand you're not doing this on your own. Very powerful. There's a very powerful energy. You could have Scorpio in your chart. You take things step by step. You are not intimidated by a mountain because you know that you need to take steps to get to the top. You're not just going to fly over there. You do what it takes. You have Damsel. You understand the nature of a healthy romance. You inspire others to rely on themselves the same way you rely on yourself. You're very strong if you're a feminine energy. Even if you're a masculine energy, your feminine energy of manifestation, yin, and attraction is very powerful. You're very self-reliant. You're not waiting on someone to come and provide for you, or you're not seduced by romantic illusion. You are very self-assured, self-reliant, and capable. Even when you seem like you're procrastinating, you're up to something. You're preparing things, constantly preparing things behind the scenes. And then you surprise people because you are constantly working on your stability, constantly working on wealth even, and attracting abundance with the number 8 being there. 8 could be a relevant number for you. You could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart with the air there. You have this ability to breathe air into people's lives. There's something about you that wakes people up to life. You breathe deeply through stressful situations, and you push yourself through them. You're not codependent. You bring life to people, like you inspire people to live. You inspire people to go after their goals and be the best version of themselves. The number 26 and the number 8 again showing up could be relevant to you. Angel number 88. Go check that out. TikTok, you understand that you need to, exactly. You don't procrastinate because you understand how precious time is and you don't take it for granted. You get things done before the deadline. The number 30 could be relevant to you as well as the number 3. You're very connected to the angelic realm Instead of worrying, you really ask for divine guidance and you give your worries to Spirit, to your angels. You're someone who has faith in your dreams, and that's what keeps you going. You're always doing the work you need to do. You don't just manifest and give it up. You take the practical steps. You're always thinking about new ways to achieve what you want to achieve. Very focused on your goals, on what you value in life, and how you can attract situations, people, circumstances, things of value into your life, even money. Again, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius showing up very strongly. I'm seeing very feminine and masculine energy here, very balanced. Your mind is very active, very strong, very quick, smart. You don't just jump into things without thinking. You think long and hard about something. You think about every possible angle and aspect of a situation before you take steps. The number 46, 10, and 1 could be relevant to you. You're someone who is very relaxed, even though you get things done on time. That's exactly why you have time to relax. You may like to read. What's so special about you also is your ability to start over when you need to start over. You are very forgiving and compassionate about what things people have done to you in the past, or things you have, or mistakes you have done in the past. You transmute that energy. The number 20 and the number 2 could be relevant to you. You have no problem starting a new life from scratch. You're very focused on fulfilling your purpose. You're someone who has brilliant ideas. You have epiphanies, light bulb moments, really good ideas. And you really don't allow any bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Communication is very clear, very truthful, very straightforward, very non-BS. And you know how to start afresh and attract resources your way. You see the path clearly toward attracting new resources. So if something ever happens to you financially where you have to start over again, you will be very quick to start over again. And luck is by your side. You're also a very wise investor. You're very patient. You know how to wait for a harvest. You plant really good seeds in your life. And you make really good plans. You're a good planner. You are a very astute thinker, business person. You know how to attract abundance. You know how to sustain your own life, your own motivation. You have a lot of faith in your dreams and you make things happen. Time after time after time. It could be that you end up accumulating 7 different sources of income throughout your life to assure this financial stability. There could be an online business, there could be something that you teach as well. You're a breath of fresh air in people's lives as well. The way you have faith in your dream is very inspiring to others. you really reach for the top and you inspire others to reach for the top as well. You're very claircognizant, meaning you have a very strong knowing. Your psychic ability, the strongest one, is your knowing. It's a lot of what the thoughts that you get in your mind. You just know things, and they're divine downloads that are coming from the higher realms, and they push you forward. So you also have this wonderful ability to clear up communication problems with people. You're a really good communicator. You're a very clear thinker, and you are a very good, truthful communicator. No BS. You just cut through the BS. And people really appreciate your honesty. And you see the path toward your dreams is very, very clear to you. And because you see things from every angle, you make really good assessments of how to take practical steps. So you would be really good at advising people on a business plan or the path to take, or you would be really good at making your own business plan. If you do make a business plan or any plan, it would lead you to the pinnacle of success for sure. I see you as someone who is meant to reach the top in terms of success here, because you have all these ingredients: the patience, the wise investment, the knowing how, when, and what to plant in terms of the seeds that will grow. You allow yourself to be guided by your angels, by your spirit team, and you allow yourself to dream. You allow yourself the time to relax. You allow yourself the time to breathe. You even allow yourself to procrastinate when you feel like you can procrastinate. And when it's time to go, it's go time. Pile number 3. This was your reading. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save the video if you want to watch it again later. Share the video with someone you feel may need this message. Bless you all. It was a pleasure to read for you today. Bye, and until next time.